Hey everybody, it's Stinky again, and today we're having another battle versus Todd. And I know this is the guy I fought last and posted, but that was actually a couple months ago, and this is my most recent one where we set up big time for it. And this is an NU battle, so here we go. Yeah, he sends out FEAROW, and I send out Electro to start out, so that's good for me. Obviously he's going to switch, but I still go for a Thunderbolt anyway, just to hit anything that he's got. And he sends out Bastiodon, and it paralyzes him, which is pretty sweet for me, yeah. And so I don't know what he's going to do, so I set up light screen, because I know I still have a focus sash, and I'm just going to keep on messing with him until he hits me and activates my focus sash. Then I taunt him just in case he tried to put up rocks after he blocks me too, so that's okay. So, because I'm thinking he's got Earthquake on him, and I don't want to, I would rather get my focus sash down than explode on something after Earthquake, but instead he has a Metal Burst, and that doesn't do too much to me, so I'm able to, thinking I'm gonna play around with him for a little bit then, because obviously he doesn't have anything to really take me down. And then he goes for a Fissure. He didn't know about the one-hit Kale Claws. I actually called him during the battle and said, hey, can't use that, because we don't use voice chat, because you could kind of hear if somebody's gonna switch or not. So yeah, so this is kind of a stall war here, and he keeps on using his leftovers. Or lefties. I like it when people call it lefties, because that's like the cool thing to say now. Got my lefties. But yeah, anyways, I keep on thunderbolting. He keeps on metal bursting. Who's gonna go first? Nobody knows. Stall war between an Electrode and something else. And I set up my light screen again, because I don't want him to hurt other people. So yeah, this is really boring. La la la, Thunderbolt. He almost dies. He Metal Bursts, and I think in this one he does kill me. He does. So, yeah, my suicide lead's gone. I don't care. He's getting more of his lefties, because that's fun to say. Yeah. And so I send in Marowak and Swords Dance. I thought he was going to switch, and then he blocks again. And he was thinking that... I think that he was thinking if you block and switch to a different person, you're still blocked, but no. But he switches out to FEAROW with a great predicting my Earthquake. And I knew I forgot about his FEAROW, and so I thought I was going to hit anything with the Earthquake, but I'm durr. And so I missed my Stone Edge too, makes me mad, so yeah, whatever. And so I go into my Bastiodon of my own. He drill pecks, and that won't do anything to me, and I get my leftovers. Then he U-turns out of there, and so that still doesn't do anything to me, and I still fully healed after the leftovers recovery, which is totally awesome. So on that turn, on his U-turn, I set up Stealth Rocks, because when I see his FEAROW again, that should help out. And then I send out my Karma Chameleon there, and yeah, he's awesome. Special defense wall, but he takes it off in this Ice Beam. I find out it's a crit, and then also a freeze. Seriously, damn it. So I'm like, dude's gotta thaw out, please. Please just thaw out. I don't want him... I don't know. So he sends in Bastiodon. I don't know why. I think it might have predicted that T-Wave. Because, yeah. If so, that was a good prediction. Because he's already paralyzed. And, yeah, I thawed out after one turn. So I'm not too saddened about that freeze. And I set up a Substitute. And he gets a Parahack. So that's awesome on my part. I got a free Substitute up. And then, yeah, I go for the Focus Punch. And so he switches out on my Focus Punch to FEAROW, and then after the Stealth Rocks, that helps a bunch, and my Focus Punch, yeah, is going to do some damage. It actually takes him out, which is freaking sweet for me, so yeah, go me, I'm winning. Oh wait, no, we're tied now, whatever. Anyway, who cares? So he goes in GARDEVOIR, and I see that he traced my color change, so I go for a Sucker Punch because Sucker Punch is effective against Psychic, and that's awesome. That almost kills him, but it doesn't. But it changes him to the Dark type. So that way, if I survive a Psychic behind the Substitute, which I do, I get a Focus Punch. And that should definitely kill him because he's Dark type. But he gets a Wish up, and that's annoying because I don't want no wishes up. So I Focus Punch him. That'll kill GARDEVOIR, and that makes me a happy boy. Yes! So yeah. My Kecleon here totally getting revenge for his freeze crit hacks. Yeah, and so he sends in Licky Licky, and I go for a Focus Punch again. and he gets a Thunder off, which that will definitely take down my substitute, but I get a Focus Punch out of the deal, so that's all good. And yeah. So, there we go. But he gets the wish, and that pisses me off. I'm like, ugh. For some reason, I thought if you killed the guy off on the wish wouldn't matter, but I guess I'm just a noob. And so he thunders me again, and that's going to do not that much damage. It makes me happy, and I go for a T-Wave, because, yeah, making everything paralyzed is awesome, because that's what I do. And so thinking I'm getting another T-Ball, I go back into Cubone, but he goes for a Smelling Salt, which is weird, but it works, right? It almost kills me, but it doesn't, and it makes me happy, and so I go for a Double Edge. And I know this thing's got a thick club and all, or Marowak has a thick club, but man, I didn't expect it to kill it. I know he had weak physical defense too, but that was pretty sweet. So yeah, he goes into his Golduck, and I was hoping he'd overpredict, but he didn't. He went for a Surf. I was hoping he'd go for an Amnesia or something to set up, but he doesn't. He just kills me, which is sad. So I go back into my Karma, hoping to get some revenge against the Golduck that once froze him. That's the word I was looking for. And then I paralyze him after he misses the Hypnosis, which is totally awesome. So I'm hoping he's going to go for Hypnosis again. So I substitute, but he's smarter than that, and he goes for an Amnesia, actually. So I got a free substitute again, and that is good for me. I Sucker Punch, which doesn't do as much as I thought it was going to do. And yeah, and he gets the Parahax, which is terrible for him. And so, yeah, not good times right there. So I go set up a Focus Punch, and he's going to Ice Beam me. I don't think it breaks my sub. I'm not sure, does it? No. Haha, yeah. So, yeah, Kecleon gets a Focus Punch, and I believe it kills him. No, it doesn't kill him. What? That's lame. Stupid Golduck. Anyway, I Focus Punch again. Yeah. So I go for the Focus Punch. He goes for the Surf to break the sub. And I Focus Punch. Sweet. So he's dead. That's awesome. And man, this Kecleon really pulling his weight on this team after that freeze and crit hack. So shows me his last guy, which is Shiftry, which is great for me because I have a physical Charizard, a Swords Dancer, actually waiting in the wings. So I know he's got just Bastiodon left and Shiftry here, and I have my Charizard is a Swords Dance, and he has Earthquake and Fire Punch, which takes out these two guys, and that's always good news. So yeah, as this little battle rages here, I paralyze Shiftry just so I know Charizard can be 100% faster, which I think he already is, but whatever. And he crits me on the Energy Ball to break my sub, which makes me sad. So I'm like, I want to get rid of something, but I don't want to get rid of Kecleon because he's been awesome. So I send in Bastiodon, and he gets a Parahax on my switch. And so he switches into his Bastiodon, and I go for a Roar because I wanted to roar into his Bastiodon so I could change into Charizard. Because I want his Bastiodon out so I can change into Charizard because his Metal Burst is the only thing he's got. It won't hurt me because it will just be a switch. So yeah, I roar Shiftry back out into Bastiodon. And then so now I know I can get Charizard in there safely because Bastiodon right now is just set up fodder to me. So yeah, so leftovers, all that boring crap, and here comes Charizard. Yay! So he blocks on the switch, which is I think he may think that if you block and switch either way. But yeah, I made a substitute. Metal Burst obviously won't do anything because I didn't attack him. And I set up a Swords Dance. I was gonna try to set up another one, but I honestly didn't know you could be taunted from behind a substitute, so that sucked. I only get one Swords Dance up, but that's okay. I Earthquake, and that will be enough to kill Bastiodon, which is pretty sweet. And yeah, then his final guy is Shiftry, and his Shiftry's paralyzed, and I have Fire Punch, and I have Swords Dance, so yeah, good game, Todd. It really didn't go your way. You did misplay a couple times, but them's the breaks, right? So yeah, Good game, Todd. NU battle. I won. What I want to say 4-0. It might have been 3-0. But yeah, good game, Todd. We're gonna battle again. It's gonna be 2-0 you, 2 NU, and 2 NU, and that's yeah. So peace.